JL Rock, percent off collector. We're here with another Transformers unboxing review, and we're finishing up KO knockoff week with this one from AliExpress. It is the Mechanical Alliance Dark Commander, Optimus Prime knockoff, basically. And as I said, I got this from AliExpress, and what's really cool is these look actually really good. I actually have the red version, and I'll show a comparison of that later. And these run less than $10. I picked this up before Christmas. I think it was like $9 and something. Box itself, pretty generic, nothing crazy there. You can even see the damage on it from the shipping, but not bad at all. I have to say AliExpress usually has better shipping than Temu. Oh, look at that! They actually did the wrong one. Oh. They sent the wrong one. Well. This is supposed to be the black version. And they did not send me the black version. But hey, you know what? I'm still going to show this off then. This is the version that I already had. But I actually didn't do a review for this one. I mean, it's supposed to be Dark Commander. He's definitely not dark here. Unless they're talking about his gun. That's funny. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, I'll still say something, like I'll let them know, like, hey, you sent me the wrong thing, but kind of at this point it's like, what are you going to do? Let's get the gun out real quick. But that's just funny. Yeah, so basically it's supposed to be like the Nemesis Prime version. That's supposed to be this but in black, and that's exactly what I selected, and they sent the wrong color. So now I have two of these. Actually, let me just grab the other one so you can see what I'm talking about. Alright, so, I mean, see? Look at that. So, that was the thing. I wanted to get the black version so I could try that out. But it's like, I guess not, AliExpress. Hey man, that's what happened. That's why I'm not gonna change this video or edit this video or anything. I just want you to know this is one of the risks that happens when you get stuff from, you know, AliExpress. I mean, look, if I message them, I'll get my money back. You know, it's like, so I don't. It's not like they're gonna just disappear with your money. But the point is that it takes time for this to get shipped, and you know, you end up with the wrong thing. It kind of sucks that you get the wrong thing, but I digress. Either way, we're going to take a look at this, but let's look at what it came with first. The little instructions, you know, good picture here showing you how to do the transformation, how it looks. See, if you look the cab mode, which I'm going to show you, it does look different than the Optimus Prime. But for me, I was really getting this just because I think that the robot mode looks really sweet. Not really because of the cab mode. And then you can see the gun, you know, good here. And so like you saw on the box, this is like that die-cast metal, and that's another thing that I really like. So like this section here is plastic, but then you have metal pieces throughout here as well. And I just have to say, I just like the design, and it feels good. Like, that's one thing that I'll say for this knockoff. It doesn't feel like dollar store plastic. It doesn't feel like it's wobbly. Like, it feels fine. You know, the joints feel good, and we'll go through the articulation. I mean, you have this is part of transformation, but you can move around here. You can bend pretty far back. You can rotate basically at the top here. You kick out, kick forward, kick back, stuff like that. I mean, you just adjust that for those moves. And then with the fist, you can't move the fist, but you can bend the elbows, rotate the shoulders. Doesn't really go out far here, so you can't really do that because of the way it's built. So it's kind of like almost like bodybuilder can't do too much. And The head is just, you know, you have decent motion. I mean, it can kind of go look up, look to the side, but it's not like super far, but not bad at all. And as I said, under 10 bucks, you know, and when I look at other, you know, Optimus Primes, I have to say that, you know, it really matches up. So for a knockoff, I mean, let's just look at design for, you know, starting with the feet. I just love how this looks, like the grills and stuff like that. You know, even though like the sticker paint, you know, you can see little flaws and stuff that here, but hey, I've seen that with Hasbro as well. So I think overall it's good. I mean, the way they did the engine and all that, that looks great. The glass, they open up and you see inside. The arm, I just like the, like, even the, like, the dots here, everything. The smokestack, I mean, look at the detail here. Again, on the head, nice with the eyes, looks really good. The faceplate, just everything, like, you know, like even the back, like just the way it's just designed, it looks really cool. And it's and the wheels, you know, it's like you don't really have a, like, this one rolls, this one isn't. This is like really hard. So it's like, see, this one kind of a roll, this one looser. So that could be like some of those things where it's like it feels, you know, the quality if you're trying to do something like that. But I don't know. Oops. Overall, it's just like for just on your shelf, like especially if you're collecting Optimus Primes, I think it's great. Let's compare it to some of the, well, so as I said, so we have this one here. And this is the same kind, but we're going to look at a couple of other Optimus Primes just so you can see some of the difference between the two. All right, so here's some other Optimus Primes that I have for comparison. So obviously we'll start with the G1. So this is a G1 knockoff, but you know, with the knockoff, it's pretty much the same as the original. I mean, size-wise, it's bigger than it. I mean, you can obviously see the design difference between the two. Then you have the laser Optimus Prime. And this one doesn't have any die cast on it, but really cool design. And this one is like technically taller than it is as well. Even, I mean, well, I think it's like wider. This is taller, of course, because of these. But I think besides that, yeah, I think about size-wise it's the same. So it's just like the chest is a little bit wider. Maybe that's because it's kind of popping out. But no, it's still a wider chest than this one. And this one is the Siege version. I would say this is kind of almost closest to its comparison. Just again, this is more like the plastic version. But again, the design and all that goes with it. But overall, as I said, I think it scales well. I mean, the only one that kind of stands out that's different would be the G1 as it's shorter. But the rest of these really look good with it. And like I said, that was my whole thing with getting this, was just creating my Optimus Prime collection, mixture between knockoffs and originals and stuff like that. And especially all these, like this one I actually got from a estate sale loose for like $2, and this one I got from Amazon, and then this one I got from Temu, and then this one I got from AliExpress. So you got a good little collection here. So let's put this on the turntable before we transform it into its vehicle mode, just so we can get a good spin of it. And as I said, it's just, I really enjoy it. I wish that they send the correct one, because I wanted to see the black version in black and just put it in there. So it's like, to have duplicates of this is going to be kind of just weird. We'll see what AliExpress ends up saying when I message them and let them know that they sent me the wrong one. But you know, as I said, I think it looks really sweet, especially in its robot mode. That's probably what I'm going to keep it in. But honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, since I have two of them, I'll probably keep one in its robot mode and then the other one in its vehicle mode. So let's just do that. Let's see what it looks like in its vehicle mode. Right, and here it is in its cab mode, which I admit it was a lot more to the transformation than I realized. And one of the things that I've noticed, especially for me, is I'm terrible at doing transformations. And because of that, when you have like the knockoff ones, especially with a lot of moving parts, I find that it's difficult for me to get it like locked in tight. And so you can see like here it's like areas where there are gaps. And obviously I've seen videos, I've seen pictures where when they transform it, it seems to fit better. But it seems like in some cases it varies. And, you know, like I said, I totally admit that I'm bad at transforming. But a lot of times when I do some of these, it'll be a little bit off. So, I mean, like, this isn't bad, but it definitely isn't perfect. And I've seen, like this panel seems to pop out, even though I know I have the transformation right, but it'll pop out there. A lot of the pieces you really do have to push in hard. And again, that's one of those things about whenever you're with playing with any kind of knockoff, really any toy, but with the knockoff, whenever you feel like you have to turn, pull, push, press something extra hard, then you wonder, like, is it going to break? And there was cases where, like, I really pushed it and then I heard it snap in, like you heard that. So see, it already looks better. But then you see here, so then this kind of pops out. So it's like, to me, sometimes if you don't have it like exactly perfect, then you'll get that thing where it doesn't look all put together. But I also think it's one of those things that when you transform it back and forth a couple of times, it'll loosen up and it'll end up looking fine. It's just that, you know, with other vehicles that you get from Hasbro, especially the newer ones, I haven't really run into that problem. So that's one of those things that if you're not great at transformations, you know, just be aware of. But the cab itself, you know, even though it has this popping out thing, I still think it looks cool. I mean, it looks different than the Optimus Prime cab that we're all used to, but I think it's pretty good. Obviously, like I said, the wheels were kind of jacked up a little bit. It doesn't really roll that well. Let me see how. I mean, that's fine, but you can see like not all the wheels are rolling anyway. And part of that could be like, again, the way that I transformed it wasn't that great. But as I said, I think that it's just a matter of transforming it a couple of times back and forth, and then it'll be good to go. But overall, as I said, $9, under $10. This is really sweet. And for me, it's more about the robot mode than the vehicle mode. But since they ended up sending me the wrong one, then I guess I'm just gonna keep practicing to get this in, you know, looking really good in its in cab mode until I have it perfected. And then I'll put some pictures up on my Instagram %off collector so that you can see my progress as I try to improve my transformation skills. But yeah, I mean, I still think it looks really sweet, looks cool and everything. Just got to work on my transformation skills. So if you like these type of videos, me geeking out, me struggling to transform things correctly, please consider giving me a like, sub, all that good stuff. But until next time, thanks for watching, and remember my motto: no discount, no deal. Catch you later. Goodness, man, I gotta get my stuff together.